Hello everyone, and congratulations on making it to May. Looks like we are a little bit over a month away from the next United fight, so might be time to start seriously preparing for it. But before anything, let's begin with the usual Koregra, setting up our calendars. The Pareidolia event will be going on until May 6th, and will be instantly followed up by a Full Metal Guy rerun. Following the rerun on May 15, we're going to have the Dread Barrage. This one is going to have water enemies, so Earth-favored Dread Barrage, and it's going to come with a new level 215 enemy. Dread Barrage are usually pretty comfy events, really looking forward to this one. It's basically a Guild War Light. As long as you can get like the equivalent of 400 million honors, you should be fine and set. On the 19th, Divine General Assembly will be added to the side stories. This one was hella cute. And on the 22nd, another Eternal Guardian event. The boss is going to be Dark, and this one is going to have the stats and extra poses for Song and Fifth. Again, right in time for the United fight. Following this up, a new job, the Mariachi. Isn't it a bit soon? Mariachi is an instrument job, good at forming orchestra with battle members, battle system 2.0, extra effects on the Faded Chain, Elysian and Lumberjack up to 30 and consuming 10k class points. Late May may mean the last week, so it's likely going to come in conjunction with the Eternal Gaiden. Skyscope missions from the 29th until the 10th, we have these up and running already. Golden Week campaign, again we have this one up and running already. Final limit release on the 26th. Carmelina, we were actually talking about how Carmelina was the last one of the first characters that you can get from the gacha when you first pick up the game. The last one was missing a 5-star. Actually crazy that they're giving her the full limit break this month. But yeah, I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this one for a really long time. It's like they gave her a rebalance somewhere in 2020, and I was expecting her full limit break to happen basically around then, like 2020, 2021 at the latest. She's not that big a character. I know she's never really had that big an impact in the story or whatever. But if there is one Carmelina fan, I'm raising my hand here. Very happy to finally see her get a full limit break. She's been waiting for a decade. Other updates, possession of artifacts from 500 to 1000. Thank God we needed this. Automatic relief function. Oh, I guess something to automatically open the raids. Character songs to the jukebox. It's the solo instrumental version, it's not the cover songs. Effect button on the free ability on the job screen. They're going to add the effect here so you can read more about the skills before you select them. But that's okay. Following this up, Granblue Fantasy Versus for Evo Japan 2025, plus some merch. Participation PV of the new character Galleon, May 2025. So again, later on this month. 34th character song dedicated to Kupiten M3 stat. And of course it comes with 2 extra stickers. Character song CD, again Sandy. New sleeves including Mars, Babs, Song and Hecate, and 11th anniversary fair, but it's basically just merch. Moving on, the Extra Fest is just going to be a live event over in Nagoya, but we're going to have to wait until August 2nd for the Granblue Fantasy Summer livestream. Alright then, looks like that's it for the Koregra. The only thing we have to worry on top of all this stuff is going to be the United fight on June 21st. And speaking of the Fire Guild War, let's start by checking out how badly we're doing. So grid-wise, I started farming Magna 3. I kind of want to go 2-2-4 for this one. The fourth one, I'm not sure if I'll use it, how much I'll use it, but I want the fourth one just in case. Shouldn't be that big a deal to get everything, maybe 1 day, 2 more days of grinding and I should be done here. As for everything else, I might want to try and get at least one of these swords up to MK2. I've got one Percy sword, I managed to get a second Mihail axe, which I might want to think about bearing. I guess I did get myself a Sky Piercer with the last ticket. This one might be fun to try and play around a little bit with, but other than this, I'm still kind of stuck when it comes to Hexa and Fa Zero. Hexa, I've been trying the quest, the solo quest a little bit, Maybe I'm screwing things up a little bit, trying to go with Dark as the first element, because even though I kind of have half a grid, no second weapon here, no second weapon here, this kind of hurts. Not to mention, I can't really run a Draconic, but I absolutely need the Dark Opus as a main hand to heal. Sadly, Yamato is also the only class that's been kind of comfy to run the raid with, managed to get down to 10% fairly consistently, but that last 10% is where all hell breaks loose, because I'm starting to take like 30,000, 40,000 damage per hit, and 100k HP is no longer enough on these units. Summons wise, I was thinking maybe Zirnitra might help since she brings another 30% HP, but I don't even know where I would slot her, because you need a triple dispel at one point. Or maybe I should just stop being stubborn and try with a different element altogether, because light, I get the feeling it might actually work. When it comes to the other teams for the United Fight, Ian is already up to 150, but both evokers are still down to 80. I think I might have to give Alanan precedence just for the Nightman 95s, 100s. No Christmas Wamdus is very likely going to hurt, but what's worse than missing Christmas Wamdus? Of course, it's going to be no Yatima. A little Yatima here, so you can call Babs plus Sun or Babs plus Shiva, might come in really handy. We still have a few days of free draws, so hope is never actually lost, but you know, would be nice. One very important thing I need to do early this month, and the earlier the better, likely the moment I'm done farming for the Fire Magna tree, is do a proper progression and planning, because I need to figure out what to farm for next, which teams I need to start working on, because some of these I haven't been using, some of these have been extremely outdated, some of these are just completely random at this point. Not to mention, I managed to get some extra characters from the last roulette, so let's call it not so spring cleaning. And before we move on to something else, let's just go through the store and buy our usual stuff. Power-ups, ooh nice, they added a Damascus ingot here. And we're up to 3, likely going to go to the second Mikhail X. Let's get our rings. Prestige, we have the Armilla. Again, these have become so freaking important now with the artifacts. Always remember the casino for potions. Now, speaking of moons, 300 silver ones might get another Dama bar. Gold moons 40, but again, we're waiting for the 150, which I expect should happen around the next anniversary. Sunlight shards are on bi-monthly, but we have more artifact reroll stuff in here. And now that the shops are empty and all our nodes are nice and set up, we can move on to the next game. As always, the first one is going to be Genshin. This patch has been quite nice, but with all the North Kai Lord drops that they've been doing, I can't wait until the next version. So yeah, 5.6 on the 7th. On May 9th, we're going to have Whirling Waltz. And with the calendar taken care of, let's go check the shop. As always, Stardust, 5 and 5. We're up to 275 for Escoffier, and there's 15 pulls for the standard one. Oh, nice. For her, I actually need some constellations. I think I want to build her up eventually, it's just that I've been really busy with the latest units. Okay, looks like no 5-star this month either. Grind-wise, I still have to go finish Yansan up. Her talents still need a little bit of work. Honestly, I'm still a little bit doubtful about Escoffier. Mostly because the main reason why I would want to pull for her is as a cryo buffer or Skirk. But Skirk is nowhere near close, and I get the feeling that she's going to end up exactly like Cloud Retainer here. I'm going to pull for her, and I'm not really going to be able to make good use of her for, I don't know, 1-2 patches. And with the dailies done, we are also done with Genshin, so we can move on to Star Rail. Gonna be honest here, I really haven't played Star Rail in a while. When it comes to the quest, I stopped sometime last patch. I still need to catch up with this one, and I still need to catch up with this version. On top of all of this, it's also the second anniversary. I want to see if I can do a nice full immersion, go in 2 days, 3 days, just pure Star Rail, get all of the main story quests out of the way, get all of this stuff out of the way here. The only thing I've been keeping up with has been the characters. Castoris came home without making too much of a fuss, and so did her Lightcone. I've been trying to fix her up properly. I think she needs a bit less crit rate, a bit more crit damage. 74, 203 seems like decent starting stats. FLB as well needs a little bit of fixing, mostly because I've been trying to balance these two out since they have the same relics. It's just that she's gotten the shorter end of the stick since all of the best ones have gone on Castoris. She still has some decent-ish stats here and there. She's still on a crit damage body, but the boots might need to be changed. And then there's the planar sphere here. 14% defense. Let's go through the shop. 5 tickets and 5 tickets. And one thing I'm not sure if I want to spend is the Anniversary Companion Spirit here. Because on one side I could get myself an E1 Ruanmei for a 20% defense ignore, or I'm having half a feeling I can just save this until next year, see who else comes out, and maybe buy that character plus their E1 if it's something I'm missing. As for the Lightcone Redemption, I do buy the battle passes, but this one takes 4 patches worth of battle passes just to buy one of these. I've seen what Anaxa can do, but honestly he's a little bit of a skip for me. Like, Anaxa I don't particularly care about. Mostly I'm waiting for Cypher and Hyacinth to come out next patch. Even if I lose both 50/50s, I should still be able to pick up both of them. Then Saber down in 3.5, as well as Cyrene down in 3.7. And this is with full losses. If I keep winning 50/50s, I should also be able to get myself either Seridra or the Fuhua XP, and maybe Hysilians as well. But we're going to have to wait and see for these ones. For now, let's just catch up with the Stellar Warp. Sadly, they didn't add Sele, Blade and Fujuan in here, but let's see. I'm hoping for another Himeko. And there's our 5 stars. Please, Himeko. No, Gepard. Oh. Yeah, this hurts. Not just Gepard, but a Gepard Lightcone. I have absolutely no use for that one. Alright, next in the list of the shop resets we have Zenless. Yeah, I finally managed to win 150/50 every once in a while. So Vivian is finally home. I've still been working on her. She's almost maxed out. Going to take a little bit more work. One thing I'm not sure if I want to do is keep spending pools for her W engine, or if I just want to keep the Whipping Gemini in here. There's 40% extra anomaly build-up rate, does sound like a lot, and then there's the whole proficiency on top of it for another 6 stacks. This is honestly really tempting, but either I continue trying for this weapon, or I start saving up for the next upcoming character next patch. I think I want to get her nice and maxed out, try her out in endgame content, see how I feel about her, if clearing stuff becomes really easy. If not, try for this one, but for the time being, next up we have Arknights with I Portatori di Velluti, which should open the first challenge modes later today. When it comes to Arknights, there has been something really weird going on. Something I don't think you would believe it even if I were to explain it. So I guess the only thing I can do is show you. I have absolutely no idea how something like this can happen. This is the first limited I ever get this many dupes of. She's up to P5, I get half the feeling that now I'm obligated to get her up to P6 somehow. When it comes to the distinctions, I was able to buy all of the headhunting permits from the last one, even though it did cost me an extra 10 pool. So I will likely not touch this for this and likely the next month as well. Again, when it comes to the characters that they're releasing here, I think maybe I might want a Lin, mostly because she's fun. Maybe I might want a Mlinar, because he's really damn strong too. But other than those two characters, I think I'm fine. I might actually keep on exchanging everything for headhunting permits. The one thing that hurts a little bit out of getting 5 damn Laplands is the fact that one of them could have been Vulpisfolia. One of them could have been Virtuosa, which I am still sorely missing, and she's the only one in the entire list. But someone said no. Someone said no very, very violently. And with this, we move on to Girls Frontline 2, and we should be getting Vector either today or tomorrow. In the meantime, the patch has already happened. These are in 2, fantastic! The new expansion key, damage type dealt by action support, is changed to burn damage, and damage dealt to targets with burn debuffs increased by 15%. This is the first one we get, straight off the bat. Ulrid, when using Blade Whirlwind, if target is still alive, follow up with 1 extra instance of physical damage. I don't really use Ulrid all that much though, and while we wait for Vector to finally become playable, we have 45 in here, and 40 until the next elite. Might actually be able to get my Jeonju up to V3 right now. Perfection, absolute perfection. D3. Been waiting for this for a while. Honestly, really nice that they let you farm these characters so easily. She should also not be the only one. Because now we also have Sabrina going up to V2. Only a 10% boost to damage, but hey, it's an extra step towards maxing her out. We have 132 pools for Vector, and she's going to be the last one. Because after Vector, I think there's 2 banners which can be safely skipped. And lastly, we are back home in Sword of Convallaria. When it comes to Astra, I think I went a bit too hard on her banner. I went like 65 pools deep, but in the last 5, you can see I've got an Agatha and a Dandelion. Agatha was one of those characters I was really looking forward to, and one of my picks for the Fated Favor summons. Really glad to have gotten her this way. I don't even mind losing the 50/50s for Astra. The Astra banner is going to stay here until the 9th and then replaced by Flavia, which at this point, I don't even know if I want to do. I might also try to keep the 150 guaranteed in here for Aura, but if they keep to the schedule, Aura should be coming out in late July, and I don't know if I can keep saving pools until then. Now, when it comes to the shop here, this reset is what I was really looking forward to. Thankfully, we've been managing to get a few more of these astral shards, and it looks like they decided to split these banners in two. So every 3 new characters releases, we're going to get 1 new item in here. And since these ones are the weapons for Safia, Luvita, and Kvare, I think I just have to go all in on this one. Another Nocturnal Glow. This is a fantastic thing for free-to-play players, because even if you have to wait a little bit, potentially up to 45 days, before you can start buying or attempting to buy weapons for the character you pulled for, you still don't have to spend pools on the weapon gacha. Next up, we've got the monthly insignia refresh. And Longbow of Martyrs, that's fantastic, that goes on Edda directly. Now that I've also got another couple extra units, this has basically turned into hell. I need to figure out who I want to bring up further and how long it's going to take to level them all up. Coco just hit 4 stars, SP Revia is going to 5 stars in a couple of days. Luvata has to stick in here, no whats, no buts, Luvata goes to 5 star. Oma, I stopped at 4 stars, but she's slowly going up to 5 as well. I think Auguste should be going to 5 star too. Another one I definitely want up to 5 star is going to be, what's his name? Kvare. Being able to use roster twice in a single turn before DOE means that the moment he hits 5 star, he can basically delete 2 enemy units from PvP. Agatha, bare minimum, is going to be at least 3 stars. So piercing damage goes up to 7%, because at 4% she's doing nothing. I think I need to sit back a little bit, give them proper priority, see who needs to go up first, who needs to go up more. When it comes to the events, Convallaria is going to have the Forbidden Coven start on May 2nd, so tomorrow, and this should be on the same wavelength as the Barrel one, which was honestly really damn cute. Alright then, I guess that's gonna be it for me for the moment. May looks like it's going to have a couple of real fun events between a couple of different games, so really looking forward to those. As always, thanks a lot for watching, let me know which events you're looking forward to the most, and see you guys around soon. Ciao!